All right, for this project we're going to be doing CAD231 Project 2. The blueprint is in your module. What we want to do is just show you about last week we did just a simple drawing with an extrusion. Now we're going to add a couple more features to it, just kind of building upon what you know. So go into your data panel, and for me I've got project 1 from last week. Actually, you don't even need to go in there. You can actually just start drawing, because when we save it, we're going to save it as project 2. Okay, so we're in design again. Manufacturing is where we're going to be next semester. I'm actually taking these drawings and applying tooling to them, but right now we're just drawing. So we want to go to create. They've changed this layout. Pretty much you want to start with create sketch. That's how I would start. If you watch some videos and Fusion 360 videos and they tell you to do something else, that's fine. Again, I don't really care how you get there. I'm just showing you how I get there. All right, so we want to create a sketch. And if you notice, I generally like to use this layout. You can use this or this. Doesn't really make no difference to me. It does whenever you start importing the drawing and start making tooling path, but for right now I just like to use this one. And again, I like, and see if you notice your toolbar has changed. Now it's into lines and circles and all different types of things. I generally like to start out with a rectangle. And me, I just like to put my point on the origin. And later on, when this origin becomes important, we can shift it once we've drawn it. But right now, I just like to start out. All right, and I want to draw. Again, it doesn't matter don't worry about the dimensions. You can type them in. So if we look at this blueprint, got it right here. It's kind of convoluted. We've got 1 inch plus 2 plus 2, so we got 5 inches. So we're going to change that to 5. Enter. It sets it. And just remember, to dimension anything, you hit D, hold down your D button, and click this line right here, draw it out, click it, and now it's waiting for you to input. So it is 3 inches. So voila, we have that. And we'll use the scroll key on your mouse, the roll button, roll it out in this quadrant. If you roll it out in this quadrant, you see, depending on where you're rolling it out, where you got your mouse placed, and you're rolling it in and out, it can help you in locating it on your screen. So that's it for right now. I want to finish this sketch. That's all I want to do, is just draw a block of steel, aluminum, whatever it is. I finished the sketch. I want to go up here and extrude. So now it's telling you an arrow. You can shift this arrow up or down. I generally like to draw up. It's personal preference. And this part is 1 inch. 1.0. Voila, we have a block of steel. For all purposes, call it steel. So then how are we going to get this cut in here? All right, I'm going to show you 2 methods. We'll have to start all over to show you the other method, but anyway. So I want to go back and to create another sketch. The first thing, it doesn't ask you, but the first thing it's waiting on is for you to click a surface. Do you want to draw the sketch on top of here, on here, on here? Wherever it's asking you where you want to draw this sketch at. So I want to draw it on top of here. I click it, it changes, and now we've got that. So I just want to draw some lines, what I call cut lines. I want to draw a line here. I'm going to start at the top. If you notice the little blue X lines up, that means that you are sitting on that top surface. And as you draw, it'll give you different angles. You can change your angle, change your length. For right now, I just want to go until my other, well, it doesn't show up the blue X, but I want to go to the length of it. We know it's right because it says 3 inches. I don't care where it is right now. I want to draw another line here to here. Again, I don't care where it's at. But now I do start caring. I want to hit D and hold down D here and here and change it. And now I'm going to set that line length. According to here, it's 1 inch. Oh, I didn't change it. 1.0. Alright, I want to do another D. And I want to set this one from here to here. So here, to here, go up here, 2. Alright, so now I've got these 2 lines drawn. Finish it. If you look, all I've got is just 2 lines drawn. That's all it is. The block is still the same. So let's cut, in a sense. Cut. So I want to come in here to extrude. And now it's going to ask me, do I want this, this, this? I could extrude this first. I can extrude different surfaces. I want to extrude this one. I don't want to go up. I want to go down. So rather than, you can drag this up. Look at that. Or you can drag it down. You can actually drag it through it and split the block. Let's just, and do a minus 0.5. Voila. We have just cut that section out with extrude. You think extrude means to grow, it can mean to shrink. So, all right. We got to work on the hole. We got to put this 1 inch hole in here. All right, so let's go back to sketch. I want to draw on top of this surface. I could draw here, I could draw here, I could draw there, here. I just want to draw on top of this. That's the first thing when you create sketches. Where do you want to draw on? So I want to draw right here. So now I want to draw a circle. Now you got 5 different circle possibilities. A 2-point, 3-point, tangent, 3 tangent. We're just going to do a simple center diameter circle. I don't care where I'm putting it. I'm just going to stick it right there. And then you start pulling it out. And I haven't clicked anything, but as soon as I placed it, now it's going to ask me what diameter. Well, we can fill that one out. The diameter is 1 inch. That is not right. You can double click it if it's not right. I don't know what. It must be fat fingering it. Alright, so now we've got a circle right here. It's not really where we want it. Again, we go back to D. D is your favorite button. D, I'm holding it down, dimension it from here to my center, and go up. We know, didn't change. We know that is 1 inch. Moved it. And also, if you notice, this up here is the same thing. You can click up here, sketch dimension. Here to the center. Let's change that. It is, what is it on the print? 1.5. Finish sketch. We have there. All right, so now we've got, all we did, we took this surface and we took a magic marker and drew a 1 inch circle in the middle of it. That's all we've done. Now we need to take a drill and cut it. So again, you would go to extrude. Again, extrude where it's asking, do we want to extrude this, this, this? I'm gonna just show you. If I do that, I can make that go up or down. I'm going to escape because that's not what I want to do. I want to extrude. I can click this and I can go up or down. Again, it's not what I want to do. I want to click the circle and I want to go, now here I may just easily just go through it and hit OK. Now let's roll it around. Look there, we got a hole through it. So we have just drawn this project. So now that you've drawn it, we're going to save it. Click File, shoot, Save As. All right, come on, why ain't you working? Save. We want to call it Project 1. I mean 2, sorry. Y'all, nobody's here to correct me. And I want to be sure it is in your CAD231 folder. That way I can bring it in and look at it. Save. If we come over here to our data panel, Project 2. All right. So that is it. You have it. Now, let's show you a different way. Let's call it Project 2.5. You don't have to do this. I just want to show you an alternative method of drawing this. All right, so we want to do File, New Design. We're going to, again, we're going to start out with Create Sketch. Use this side just because that's what Todd likes to do. And we're going to draw a rectangle, but this time let's draw it, instead of looking top down, let's draw it looking this way, just to show you two alternative methods of drawing this thing. So I'm going to create a circle. Again, I'm not worried about it. Look, I won't hit, so I can press the D button, but if I press this, it serves the same purpose. That is 5, you remember from last time. But this time, this is going to be, how thick? 1 inch. All right, now I'm centering it up by my rolling of my mouse button. Now I don't want to finish my sketch because I want to draw this in here, and I want to draw basically this shape, and then I want to extrude it down. So I'm not going to finish my sketch. I'm going to go in here and draw a line from here. I don't care. I draw it this deep. I don't care. I'm just drawing a basic shape. All right, now I'm going to dimension it. This is, what was it print? 1/2 inch. 0.5, enter. This is, let's measure from here to here. That is 1 inch. I can't tell what to, and then this one from here to here is 2 inches. Okay, now we've got a basic shape. Let's see what happens. So now I want to go in here and extrude. I want to extrude this. You see, it didn't pick up that. I could extrude that. I could extrude them separately. All right, how deep is this thing? 3 inches. 2.0. Now, I'm going to remember this little orbit button. They've changed it. You used to move it around, and then it would, as soon as you let go, it would go off, but now it doesn't. You have to click it to cut it. I usually have to hit escape to cut it off. Maybe y'all learn something, show me, I don't know. But if you notice, if you look, that grid, that layout grid is kind of throwing my mind off. So I'm going to cut my layout grid down here on grid and snap. I'm going to cut my layout grid off. It just, sometimes it's useful, sometimes not so much. This time it's confusing to me. Alright, so I want to roll it up, roll it down, roll it in. Alright, so now all we got left to do, hit escape to get that unlit. We got to draw our circle and extrude it. Create sketch. Where do you want to, what surface? I want to draw it on this surface. Flipped it, whatever. Draw a circle, I don't care where, I don't care, oops. Oh, I'm drawing another circle. I didn't dimension it. Come on. I did not dimension it. Well, tell you what, I'm going to undo it. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to draw a circle. Sometimes it's easier just to undo it. Why is it doing that? It's making all these little circles. One more time. Circle. Let's start from scratch. Create sketch. Here. I want a circle. I want it here. I want to go to here. And I'm going, before I hit click again, I'm going to hit 1.0. Now, by golly, I got it that time. And we can either hit D or hit this button. Go here to here, and that is 1 inch. And then here to here, and that is 1.5. Finish the sketch. Extrude. Where is it button at? E is for extrude, it's just a keyboard shortcut. I want that surface, and I want to drag it all the way through it. I don't care how deep I go. Later on it may mean something, but for now, don't worry about it. Why is it? Let me hit OK. There we go. Orbit. Look at that. So that is another alternative way of drawing this. You can draw this profile and extrude it, or you can draw it from top down and cut lines and cut that out. So it's just, let me look at something real quick. It's just two different ways of doing things. And again, you can watch some of the Autodesk videos and even YouTube videos. There's a ton of YouTube videos out there for drawing. I'm just showing you my way. I'm not saying mine's the best. Right now I actually showed you two ways, so I'm going to save this as project 2.5. I don't care. Let me pull out my data panel. So I've got a 2 and a 2.5. I don't care which way you do it. If we notice, we come up with the same result. So that is this week's assignment. I'm probably not going to be grading dimensions and stuff like that right now. I'm still wanting you to be able to draw and extrude and get basic shapes. As we build upon this, we're going to be incorporating a couple more things. But for right now, we're just still learning. This week we're learning cuts, excuse me, and extrusions and getting more shapes. So that is it. That is project 2 assignment, and hopefully I'll get project 3 assignment going before y'all finish project 2. That is it. Thank you.